The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space.
For the start of Chapter 3, we went to Kerbal Space Program to learn how to make rockets so that we could explore the stars for a new home. We began playing on career mode while not knowing anything about what we were doing. After doing some research off-stream, we then moved to the science mode with newfound knowledge. We went to both moons, created communication networks, planes, science missions, a space station, and then ended the game by traveling all the way to Duna in the Antari ship.
After arriving at Duna, our ship the Antares fell apart, causing us to land on Duna and mine its resources so that we could fix the Antari ship. We unlocked various buildings, and also different types of science. After fixing everything but scanners on the ship, we then left the planet behind us as we continued to travel in space. Partially during our space flight, we landed on an asteroid. Over the course of a few hundred cycles, we had mined out the asteroid, converting its resources into various things that we needed in order to keep 24 dupes alive. We made a lot of automated machines to take, cool, or convert items into other items. We then turned on a machine that would allow us to take a dive into the dreams of one of our dupes. Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. Today we're in Chapter 3, Space Travel. Today we are playing Vintage Story.
So in our last stream on Wednesday, which was shortened by a dinner meal or a lunch meal, we ran around and did a bunch of translocator stuff. We got all of these translocators connected to something by name so that we can just quickly go over to different places to get stuff for refractory tier bricks. We have an extra 2 translocators up here not being used. We have 2 down here, which I don't know if I'm gonna have 2 or not down here. But anyway, we put in some paths. And did we do anything else? I don't think we did. It was a very shortened stream that made me feel like we didn't do much. We do need to... Oh, this is going. Let's turn that off. There's nothing in there. Alright, so in here we have almost enough stuff to make all of the refractory bricks for the steel making process. We need a little bit more titanium. We need 4 pieces. So I'll have to find titanium in the future. I don't know if we're going to be doing it today or not. I do want to spend some time up here cleaning up the inside of this room, because we have chests all over the place that are not really put together. We are going to be making the Beehive Kiln. That's going to be the first thing we get into after I go over what we've all done. I need to make a something to hold water to make this a little bit cleaner. But what I'm going to be doing first is zinc. Would it be worth crushing everything down to see what we have? Probably worth it. What do we have? Brass torch rollers in here? Odd. Okay. We're probably not gonna have enough room in this chest for all this stuff. We're gonna try it anyway, because I know once we get into the tin, we're gonna fill up this chest very quickly. Or maybe not. We're actually doing 2 stacks of chunks per... Oh, there we go. That's what I was expecting, a 3 block increase. Never mind. I was gonna speak too soon. We do have enough room, it seems. Alright, sort all that. Then I need to look for zinc. That's lead, tin. That's zinc bits, so that's preheated zinc. Can I use preheated zinc for this, or do I need more than that? I think I need 120 pieces of zinc. So either I would have to use that 20 to make something, or we can't use that for this. If I look at brass, is there a way for me to use 20 pieces of zinc? So if we do a 70% copper brass ingot, we use 18 pieces of zinc to make 3 ingots. So I'm gonna find a ratio that makes me use 20 pieces. I'm guessing this would just make me use more. Yeah, that makes me use 24 pieces. If we go to 67, nope, 66. 66% copper gives us 3 ingots. So we would need 40 pieces of copper, and then we can use this for 3 ingots. Oh, I also want to use that. We can use this, actually. We can mix. Oh, here's some more zinc here. That was enough for 3 more sets. Alright, let's break down all this copper. I think I might actually keep these just for, looks. We definitely need to break down at least that amount for right now. I have 21. If I leave 2 pieces in here, that's all the copper we need for right now. Copper, copper, zinc, 3 ingots of brass. I don't know how much coal we're gonna need. This might be enough, it's probably not. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see how quickly the ingots warm up, not necessarily the fire. It is warming up at a rate of like half the speed of the fire is. It's like lagging behind about maybe 200 degrees. I think I can already see the zinc changing colors. Yeah, it is. It's definitely past its heat. So is this copper. Okay, maybe they don't have to be maybe they don't have to walk away. We're gonna wait here for the copper, not the copper, for the brass to be done. You know, in the meantime, I might as well get ready for 20 ingots. It is 120 zinc per thing. Let's find where the rest of our zinc is. That's zinc. And that's zinc. Okay, we're not going to be able to do all of the zinc. But we do have enough for another 4 sets. It's crazy to think about. So I need... Let's do this. Actually, I need 4 rows of it. No, that's not what I want to do. That is. So all of this has to get filled with copper. And then these are all 24 pieces, so I'm going to put them in last. Let's go with this first, because it would match the copper that I already am using. I don't know if using the malachite will be able to mix in with native copper. I don't think it would. Okay, so that filled all the copper I have, and then we need to do... You know what if I just do that? Okay, that brings us pretty close. We just need to take 1 out of each. That goes there, then here. Half a stack goes in there. I sort that. I can put all of it in here, but let's take a look at the brass that I currently have going. That's almost done, but not done yet. I am going to take one piece of coal out of there. And then we should have enough time to put stuff away in here. So this is just so I can come in here and grab it all without having to measure it out later on. So it should make it easier for us to cook later. We are going to use the stuff that's in my hot bar. But I also need to put that in there, grab this. We'll move all the ingots up here now. Because this should be done. We'll fill up 3 ingots down here, and then hopefully be able to run back upstairs and use the fire pit without it cooling down too fast. If I throw that in there, we'll throw the coal back in, and then all of these. We're gonna have to grab a lot more coal. Because this is not going to get heated up very quickly. Although it is preheated, it seems. That got done very quickly. I wonder if it's because we just had used a crucible. I've never really tested out how to make, you know, smelting faster. I don't know about that, chat. We do have a lot of tin. I'm probably not even going to use tin again. We can use the tin ingots to make tools that we can sell to traders. That's probably what I'm going to use all this tin for. But I don't think we need the plates. Do I use a chisel and break it down? It also says it smelts into 2 ingots. So I guess we could put this in the smithy? Or the forge? Oh, we can! Okay. You know, we're gonna do it. That would make 6 ingots. I want to go in here. I also want to put the rest of the coal in there, because we're going to be doing a lot of smelting. I didn't take a look at the smelting temperature for this, or the working temperature. So I have no idea when it's going to be ready. We're just going to burn through the entire coal thing. Both of those are going to take a little bit of time, so let's go outside and grab all of our bricks off the ground. So these are all tier 3 refractory bricks that we're going to be using for a Beehive Kiln, which will then allow us to quickly cook more bricks in a smaller area. We might not be able to do all the refractory bricks for the steel making process in one go, but it'll be faster than doing, you know, massive pit cones and needing all the grass and stuff for it. So let's just get rid of all this. We are going to make the Beehive Kiln and the steel looking thing a lot better looking, rather than its default, you know, thing. Pick up all the dirt that's on the surface, and I need to go grab... I don't really need a stack of medium fertility soil, but we're going to grab a stack. That's not where I wanted that. Congratulations, Gino, catching the Char Cadet. Char Cadet evolves into 2 different Pokemon depending on what type of armor you allow it to hold. Or I think it's when it's traded. I forget, I only made it once. Those go away. We do need more coal, I think. Put that right there. Do I want the steel to stay here, or do I want this for the Beehive Kiln? I might want to move this over now that I'm thinking about it. Why are you smelling the table like you did something to it? Give me a second, chat. Because he is smelling it like it has a stink. What are you doing? Oh, you're smelling the cat bed. That's different. Okay. Also, I didn't realize how much dust from the 3D printer is on the table. Hopefully that got the rest of it off. What are you doing? Oh boy. I want to put my feet there. What are you doing? I can't put my feet up, chat. He's taking the space that I put my feet. Alright, we are gonna fill this in. Now, I don't care what is at the second layer of dirt, but I do want medium fertility on the top. We'll leave the door hanging there for a moment. We also didn't fully dig this down because we were pressed with time. Let's go check on the stuff that's up here. So I had a feeling this would be ready. We want to make ingots with this. I don't see a thing that allows us to make this into ingots. Those are hooks. We can make a bed of nails. That's probably useful enough. Because that's a rod. That's not the same thing. That's for a shield. Yeah, I don't know how this gets smithed into ingots. So we're just going to turn all these into... Why would you make 4 nails out of 1 plate if you can make 8 nails out of 1 plate? Why is that an option? What we're going to do is make this all into a bed of nails. Not a bed of nails, nails and strips. And then I need a hammer that I think I put away for some reason. Oh, how's this doing? Still not done, but getting close. So this will allow us to make chests later on. We could have probably made lanterns out of these and sold them, but I think I should rather have stuff ready for chests, so I don't have to keep making nails. I also just remembered I have a new mug to show off later on. So if Slicky comes in, we'll wait. And we'll wait for Slicky to come in, and I'll show off the new mug if he does come in. Since he does seem to be the only one that redeems the mugs. Yeah, that's getting close to being done. These brass ingots are done. I am temporarily going to place them right there. But we made an odd number, and I'm pretty sure we need an even number. Alright, how do I make 21 ingots? So it's 26 zinc. Or 126, so I need to grab 6 pieces from here. And add that to one of these. Oh, we're not going to be able to pour it. Okay, this is going to have to be for the last set, so that I can reheat the crucible with 1 ingot left in it. And then for the copper, I need this to be 38. That's 39. So this makes 20 ingots, this makes 21 ingots. Are you eating the tag off of the blanket? Okay, so 1 ingot is pretty much 6 pieces of zinc and 14 pieces of copper. Is that right? It is when you do a 70 to 30% ratio of copper and zinc. Okay, this is about to be done. I am gonna let it stay heated up, so hopefully we can put the crucible back in and get it warm again. Once we start the next set of brass in the crucible, we'll go outside and make the Beehive Kiln for real. It's going to be a little bit different than the thing for the steel, because it has trapdoors that I have to make. Throw that back on. I need all of this to go in here. Okay. These go in there, that goes in there. I need some lanterns out here. I'm gonna place one right there. Yeah, that's lit up enough. And that's only back here because we needed a light source, or a lighting source. So where did I want to bring this in? Do I want it to tie into the end of the farms? I could. I'll just go right down here. It's a nice square. We'll do that. We'll have that as a starting point. And now I need to figure out how to start the Beehive Kiln. I'm pretty sure there is a thing for it. There it is. Beehive Kiln requires a door. The interior volume is a 3x3 cube. The floor, the space must be composed of 9 refractory gratings. Okay, I need mortar. I forgot about that. Okay, that's the 9 grace that we need. So if I go right here, that's how we'll start it. You also have the option of placing refractory gratings in the middle layers of the space, which acts as a shelf for a second level of clay bricks. 3 iron hatched doors are required and must be placed on each of the walls. That doesn't have the kiln door. Okay. Iron trap door. We need 2 plates and 2 pieces of nails. We need 3 of them, so we need 6 of both. I have 1 plate. So we're going to be doing a lot of iron today. Okay, that can go here. We're gonna go into here and throw in all this stuff so I have an inventory slot. I think that should be good. The only other thing I'll need is all of this stuff. I am gonna need... Oh, that's not where I wanted those to go. There is a wheezing in chat. And Gina, I just checked on chat and saw your message. You could steal his redeem. It's not just for Slicky. If you actually do want to, you can steal from him. See, now I would be the person to wait until he gets here, and the moment he says something, I would do it just to mess with him. Is that it? Yep. Okay, so now if I do not quench that ingot, it will stay hot long enough for me to make a plate out of it immediately. This is steel, that's just a tin ingot. Not sure where we have tin ingots. That's lead, that's the only thing we can do with lead is make ingots. So we're gonna keep this and not do anything with it. How are the ingots downstairs doing? Actually, I think I could see them right through the floor. They look like they're cold enough. They are not. Well, some of them are. So what is the cutoff temperature? Looks like 280? Or is it 275? I have to wait until it's 275. Alright. And we We're gonna place them all down here. Why do I have... Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. Grab that. Light another set. Throw this on the anvil. Check the crucible, that's not ready yet. I want plate first. We'll get all the plates going. Why does it sound like I just picked up a bunch of stuff? That was weird. I don't know if you guys heard it. Alright. Throw this in there. We now have enough plates to make one trapdoor. I should probably now go grab another door from our chest in here. I think we should also go through our building here, because although the top floor is specifically or supposed to be for us to live in, that's where the other sword is. I should probably grab it, actually, looking at the rest of the stuff. Even though this is supposed to be my house, we are going to use the bottom thing for storage. Now, I just saw that I have 2 temporal gears. I'm also looking for any trapdoors that I have, because I know the regular doors are up here. And I think we'll use the door with windows in it. What else can we use these metal parts for? Stuff for late game lore related stuff. Alright, so we're gonna need that door for something later on. Our next thing of iron should be ready. This is getting closer, but it's not ready yet. I should probably look at how much is needed for nails and strips. I'm gonna guess it's 1 ingot for nails, for the amount of nails that we need. Because I think you can only make them in sets of 4, so we're gonna have an extra 2 sets of iron nails for no reason. Something I should do is do more lighting around the town. We haven't had anything spawn in a while, but that doesn't mean that something can't spawn. So there's definitely going to be a lantern here. Can't build it there. Can't build it there. Can place it there. That's a regular torch holder. I think we'll place one right there, and then we'll come over here and place a couple on the corners. We're definitely going to need one here. Do I need one back here? No, I do not. It would probably be useful to have the light go further away from the building in that direction, but I don't think we need another. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is get rid of all the torches. Wow. Definitely need one right there. We're going to get rid of all the torches on the ends of the farms. This is, oh. There we go. And then that's gonna go here. This is our power lantern. And then I guess the next one will go inside here and we'll have them like offset. In a way. Alright, our next iron ingot should be ready. This also ready. Where did all the torches go? Oh, right there. You can place that in there. Grab you. Light the next one. Throw you on there. You're ready. I should probably check on the quern. I don't know if we turned it off. I wonder what the most amount of ingots I can do at once is. I originally thought because of tin bronze that you could only do 20 ingots at once, but doing brass you can do 21 ingots at once. So I wonder how much further it goes after that. Well, I was trying to grab that ingot, I didn't grab it. Alright, let's see while I put this down how much is needed for nails. So if we do 2 ingots, we can do all of the nails at once. Okay. Plate. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Grab all of these. Throw them all in here. And then I forgot what I was going to do next. I got distracted by lighting outside. Maybe we do some inventory management in here? So I could have majority of the chests all over here, actually, now that I'm looking at it. We could have all the chests lined up on this wall. Alright, with this ingot, we will have enough for 2 trapdoors. So we need to do another 4 ingots. Alright. Do I need 4 ingots or do I... No, I need to do 6 more ingots, not just 4. I need to do 2 more sets for 2 plates. trying to think if there's anything else we need to do while we're waiting for this, but I think we really are. I think we really are just waiting for this iron stuff to be done. I don't have anything else planned other than maybe making lanterns, but we need honey for that. Which needs a beehive kiln so that we can make more beehives. Because I did want to put one of those beehives on every single farm plot, so we would need 7 more of them. I do also want to make an fruit orchard. I'm not at all sure where I want to put that. I think we might want to make a place that has another few windmills. Because with us slowing down at about 30, we could probably push it further by adding another few. Are you in there? Oh. That's another reason why I want to chisel this instead of having it just dirt. So that if I misclick or miss a throw, I don't have to pick it back up. That's still gone. These two should be the last plate that I need. There is a sheep in chat if anyone wants one. I don't remember if I told you guys, but I'm actually going back and playing the Pokemon games on the Switch. For those that don't know, there is a thing called Pokemon Home, which is pretty much an online service that you can place all of your Pokemon in as a storage thing for like mass amounts. If you pay for a subscription, you can put unlimited a number of Pokemon in there, as far as I can tell. And they give you rewards for what you do occasionally. Like if you put one Pokemon from each game in, you get a specific Pokemon as a reward. One of the rewards is to put one of every Pokemon from in each game into Pokemon Home. And then it gives you a reward of a legendary Pokemon. And I'm currently working towards doing that. And the game that I'm doing is the one that this sheep is from. Also, I'm going to mute for a couple seconds to open a can of soda so that it's not too loud in your guys' ears. Congrats, I was like, congrats to Wooloo on catching Gino. You know, we'll roll with that. Congratulations, Wooloo. Alright, this should be the last plate. It is the last plate. I didn't put in another thing. Whoops. I was too busy talking about Pokemon. Oh, so why do I have a depth marker way out here? No, I don't want that. Is this the extremely far away one? It is. So we found copper and tin, but we don't need either of those. Dang it. Keep misclicking. I wonder if there's a way to like automatically get rid of your depth marker. Alright, we're just waiting for 2 more of those. This is almost ready for more ingots. I'm pretty sure downstairs is ready. Yeah, they're all ready. None of them are even warm. Okay. Let's put all this back. Grab this, put in the last iron this time. And then, although we could immediately turn that into 4 sets of nails, I think we'll wait for the second ingot and then make all 8 at once. Because I think it would be faster with the hammer if we do it that way. And this is kind of ready. I think we'll have the iron doors ready before that's done. Oh, that's right, I can put this away. Let's put the stuff back in our inventory that I usually have in here. It looks like these are both going to be done at the same time. Throw that back on. I thought this would be done quicker than it is. Is it gonna wait until this is emptied before it pops over? I thought it could. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, we're gonna run downstairs, pour this, and then start the next set. I think I might not do all 21 at once. I think I'm gonna do a set of 10 first, and then 11. Alright, throw this back on. If I open that up and change this to 10 ingots, it is stack 12 and 60 of those. Stack 12, 60, 10 units of brass, and then this is used for the remaining stuff. So if I change this to 11, it should be the same number. Stack 26, 66, yep. Alright, let's make this into a bed of nails. Oh, I forgot that's not Hellhammer stuff. So this is something I had to hammer out. We could have turned this into a plate and then hammered it out. I don't know if that would be quicker or not, but that is something we could have done. Since we did that with the brass plates. Or not the brass plates, the tin bronze. Does that seem like we wasted a lot of voxels? Like we could have made a smaller amount or a larger amount? Like what if we made 10 of these instead? I don't have any food on me, I just noticed. Okay, with this, we should have enough. I'm gonna place the 2 in there that we don't need. It should be a matter of going like this. Oh, that's an iron plaque. I just made one of them. We have to make another plate. Could have sworn that I did that correctly, but I didn't. Alright. How do I do this correctly? Oh, I just placed it in the wrong orientation. That makes sense. On stuff that I would do. Is this iron? It is iron. Oh, this is pre-smelted iron. I was like, why is this and this not together? Make it a stack of 28. It's because they're not the same brick. Or the same ingot. Now this should be cooking faster than it would if we did a full 20 brass. Okay, throw the torches back up there again. The whole time we're doing this, I am keeping an eye on our beehive out there to see if it has any honey for lanterns. We could start chiseling the windows to make them look like they're a slab in the middle of the block. Let's go grab some food while we wait for this one piece of iron to get ready. Since we have an odd number, I'm gonna grab 3 pies this time. That's going to be replaced by the hammer, which we can actually put away. We don't need the hammer. Let's go grab the ingots from downstairs. I'm pretty sure they're done. Yeah, they're good enough. And this is ready. That ingot's almost ready. And the only reason why I separated them is because we have one less ingot than we need. Throw that on there. Whoop. One plate, please. You know, if I stand right here, I should be able to turn this off when I see that we picked it up. Alright, let's do this the correct way this time. And check that it's the right thing before I even make it. Alright, bring us down. So, if we take a look at the beehive thing again. You have the option to place is 3 iron doors required. 3 extended walls. Directly below each of the 9 floors must be a pile of fuel. The piles do not need to be completely full, but you need at least some fuel in all 9 spots. You can use any stackable fuel from wood to coal. The walls of this fuel chamber can be any material. Once you have filled the kiln with clay products, ignite the fuel and close the door. After several cycles, there'll be a chance for the refractory bricks to become damaged and require replacement, similar to the cementation furnace. This wear will accumulate whenever fuel is burning in all 9 spots, so it is best to only use as much fuel as necessary to finish your batch. After the cycle is finished, the clay products will be hot and require tongs to handle. And opening and closing the hatch doors controls the color. So how... that's not where I went. How do I know the overlay for this? That's what I need to know. Place the door, then shift right. Okay, it's the door. So I'm gonna guess that I need to do. Wait a minute. I didn't place these down. I'm gonna guess that I need to grab the bricks to make the walls. Let's grab all of this and the mortar. We're gonna make 1 stack of bricks into brick blocks. And only use them for right now. So I'm gonna guess it has to be like this. With the door, and then I can shift right click. That's control. Oh, we're doing something wrong. Beehive Kiln. Beehive Kiln allows you to power large amounts of items. Similar to switch requires a door, the kiln door. The kiln door. It's not an iron door. Oh no! It requires 16 more bricks. No, 12 more bricks. Oh no, I thought I could use these. So we're gonna have to make more bricks. We're gonna have to fire an extra 12. Which means that I had to take from this. We have enough fire clay that I probably won't have to take too much from it. And I don't think it matters what order I place these in so long as it has all 4 items. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we need a little bit more of everything. If I remember correctly, it was 36. Yeah, because we took 12 out of it. And we're 4 shy here. We're gonna need to go grab more olivine, which I kind of knew ahead of time. That's not really a surprise that we need more. Alright, let's go make one more pit kiln for this. And I think what I'll do is just place it right here. And then I need, I think, 10 pieces of grass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that now needs 4 planks. Well, it actually needs 8. But I want to check on this before we go anywhere. These I don't think are cold enough. No, they're not. They're at 300. Let's go grab 8 planks from in here. Oh, congratulations, Gino. I didn't even know you bought Time Range from. That's regular fire clay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't know why this is in here. Weird. Also, fire clay. That shouldn't be in there. Yeah, we definitely do have to come through our storage house and reorganize stuff. First, I'm gonna need 4 pieces of peat. We're gonna first light this. There shouldn't be anything near this that would light. I don't think they would have coded the game to burn the beams. Forgot that I already have torches on me. I'm gonna wait here for a second to make sure that nothing lights. Oh, it does! It does! It does. Yes, it does. Did I pick them up? I don't think I picked them up. Okay, well that's not too bad. Surprised that this one isn't catching yet. I am gonna take it down just to make sure that it doesn't burn. That's not what I wanted to take down. That is. We do have extra of these, because we have yet to finish every one of our houses. This is the one that I meant to keep. Oh, I just picked up the ones that I was looking for. Okay, well while we have this, we should be able to place in the trapdoors, so let's go right there. I'm gonna guess they go like that. They could probably also go the other way. That might actually be better. That's not what you're supposed to be placed as. So they should all open inwards. This one did not. What? Is it the side of the block that's making it do that? Okay, I also want to take a look at turning this off. Donut tweaks or bolt. Ah, we just need to use the control plate. No, is it shift then? Because I switched the controls. Yes, it is. Okay. So for those that don't know, I switched my shift and control key bindings with each other. But if you have Donna Tweaks installed as a mod, it will automatically auto close and open your doors. So if you do not want them to return to their current state from before you touch them, you need to hold control while opening the door or closing the door. Either way. So now I know how to do that. This should be ready by now. It is. I can always pick that up. Right before it was about to burn another set, I think. Throw that in there. I need these. We need to grab at least one out. And if we can make all of these into lanterns, we will have, I hope, more lanterns than we currently need. Throw that back on there. Why is that an odd number? Oh, because we're making an odd number downstairs. Okay. For a second, I thought we made the full amount already. Okay, so what I can do right now is make the kiln door, which needs 4 iron rods and steel, iron, meteoric iron, steel again. Alright, 4 iron rods, 4 nails. So that's at least 1 ingot. And then I think it's an ingot per rod. I don't know. We have to do more smelting of iron. That back up there, this goes up here, this goes here. I'm gonna need the hammer again. Because I think I need to do the rods. Actually, it's not a I think, it's I know I need to do the rods myself. I don't think we need this anymore. That in there, don't need those. Don't need that, but that's going in a different spot. We do need this. All this gets put in a different spot. This goes downstairs. This gets replaced. We're going to be keeping an eye on how much iron we need to make the rod. Come down here, we need to throw fire clay in here. And then put stuff away, like me and Matilda in there. Okay, iron ore goes in there. That took all the torches, that's fine. Where did our... We got a bunch of refractory bricks from somewhere else. Or no, we just had one extra in that chest over there, so that's where all that went. We do have one of these weird name lanterns. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. What I am looking for is... Oh, is this our only torch holder? That might be our only one. I also have clutter there. Yeah, we definitely have to go through our chests. But right now, these beams can go in here. As you can see, I have a ton of beams. Alright. Is this ready? Okay, I think it said we only need one nail, right? No, we need 4. Okay. Keep that in there then. We do have this fishing mold. That should probably be up here if I don't already have one. I do not already have one up here. Okay. So that must have been something I thought, you know, wasn't important enough to make. Alright, with this 1 ingot, we can make all the nails that we need. So if the rod needs more than 1 ingot, we don't have to wait. I also didn't grab the hammer. Okay, rod. Oh, only 1 ingot. Okay. That's 2 rods, 4 rods, nails. That's how much I need. Good luck, Jane, on catching the Dolliv, which is a 2nd stage Pokemon, meaning that it can evolve again. That's not what I wanted to do there. Also, the coal went back in there. Alright. Rod's on the anvil. Rod is in the forge. I have a rod here. I need 1 rod, 2 nails. I meant to do that. And that. Once I have everything built, I will throw it all in the water at once. Congratulations, Gino, catching the Dolliv. And Willow rated out, so I have a tab opened. Well, let me open that. Let's get the next rod going. This should be the thing for the last rod. Yeah, I could just go like that and not have the torch on me the entire time. Oh! Well, I didn't even see this guy come in. Ooh, rusty gear. Don't mind if I do. I wish there was a way for us to make rusty gears. Like after we actually craft them, not just trade for them. Okay, that's 3 rods. This is our 4th rod. We should be getting close to those refractory bricks being done in the pit kiln. Why is there white spots right here? Don't know. Oh, if we need to wait for something, I can start chipping away at that rock. I just remembered what I was thinking of before when I said that there was something else I was supposed to be doing. Okay, that is going. That done, turn that into another rod. This should be the last rod that we need. You know what, while we're waiting for the next thing to go in, let's throw them all into the water. You know what I want to do? I want to know what the ratio is for copper to tin that I need for bronze. Because I want to test out if I can put ingots in there. If I open this up and go to tin bronze, we want 100, or we want 92% copper. And I forget how much is in one ingot. It's 100. So I need to get this to say 100. Oh, it does not get up to 100. 20 ingots of tin bronze is 32 bits of tin. So we can't use a whole tin ingot. No matter what we try and do, because if we try to do 21 ingots, it's gonna need more copper than it can fit in the crucible. Oh, we also don't need this one anymore. Because this is either gonna be the exact amount of nails that we need, or it's too many nails. So forget if we needed just 2 or if we needed 4. I remember said we needed more than what's in our chest. Try that up there. I need all of these again. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. Alright, that's not what I meant to open first. Have to do that first so I can look at this and do that. Okay, we did make the exact amount that we needed. Let's come down here, put in the kiln door, and that has another 8 minutes. If I put that there, then you have to look at it. I actually want the door to be the other way, I think. No. This opens outwards. Okay. So in terms... That's not the right spot, apparently, so it seems like the grates have to be on the outside. Like that. And then it looks like... Well, one, I don't know what this is. Is that just a hole? Oh, it is a hole. Whoa. That's the knife. I wanted the sword. Stay still. Is there a portal? Oh, I can't even see. Hold on, did that overlay show more than what I can actually see? It does. The overlay takes away the darkness from outside. So I'm looking at the hill here to see if there's a portal. Because right here I can't see anything. I don't see a portal out there. I don't know where this guy came from. Alright, we should only need to make bricks. Did I grab the bricks? I don't think I did. Alright, we're gonna make this into bricks as well. And we'll make this into bricks. It gives us 36. As far as I can tell, I think I'm doing... No, I do need one more block on top of the grate. Okay. I had a feeling. So I think, looking at this, that I did not make enough bricks, even with that one pit cone going. This does seem to take more than the iron place did. And then it looks like... the ceiling goes in one. Yeah, it does. So if I go here and then one up. And then I'm going to place all the ones up here. Which is an extra block farther up. But it should make sense once I get back inside. So I did that because I can place in... Whoop. Get rid of this as well because we don't need that anymore. I did all that because when we come in here, if I can get in there, I can place in all of these 8 blocks from in here. Now that I have that there. Or sorry, that's actually 7 blocks. To make 7 blocks, how many do I need? Four times 8, 32 bricks. I'm making an extra 12, so I have 18 bricks. We definitely do need to make more. Why does that still say this is wrong? Ten blocks are missing or wrong. Shift control to hide, and then shift to show. Do these have to go on like the outside of the block or something? I don't understand. Let me look at somebody's Beehive Kiln. I just look at images. You know, this is not actually showing me sides of Beehive Kilns. I'm only getting the front of every Beehive Kiln. Oh, here's the side. Yeah, I do have that in the right spot. What is it saying I don't have it in the right spot? This episode, yeah, this image shows me having it right there. Just like that. Oh, is the door upside down? Maybe it matters the direction? Just skip through this so I can get to the end. Wait a second. Even their overlay is saying that it's wrong. It looks like it's just an overlay thing. That says iron hatch door. I made iron trap door. I made the wrong iron stuff, it looks like. Yes, I did. No! We're doing more iron smithing. I made the wrong kinds of doors. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, we have enough brass here. Let's start the iron. I guess I'll just throw these in here as well. That's the alarm that we normally would be ending our stream with, and we're going to be going for a little bit longer. We're not going to be exactly hitting the 4-hour mark because of my late start, but we're going to be going longer than what would be right now at the 2.5-hour point. What was I going to do? I was going to count how many ingots I need. We need hatch door, not trap door. We need 3 of these. It looks like it takes 2 plates each. It also gives you the correct amount of iron ingots. So if we need 3, we need 12 iron. We're also going to need 12 coal. And because we can use ingots, that's what we're going to use instead of turning these into plates. Because I think that would be quicker. So now let's go downstairs and work out how many more bricks we need to make. I have 18, because there's 12 being cooked, and I have 6 in my inventory. I need 7 bricks. Can only make them even numbers, which means I'm gonna have an extra brick left over in the future, not right now. So I need 8 times 4, like I said before. 32 bricks. Minus 12. No, minus 16. That's 16. I just need to make an extra 16 bricks. Get this back up to 36. We now definitely need to go find more titanium. Oh, what? I don't know where my math went wrong. Oh, because I had extra fire clay right here. That's unfortunate. Why am I stuck in crouch? That's weird. I can hear the shiver out here. Oh, it might be on the roof. Nope, I see it. I saw it. It could have fell down from the roof, but I think it was up here. Because this is not lit up at all. We do need to finish. We definitely are near to just an aesthetic couple of streams. That's not too cold, but it's probably going to be too... Oh, wait. It wasn't done. I thought it was done warming up. Alright, we should probably start the next one. Oh, Beehive is ready. Hello, Botorin. What are you doing over here? Let's go turn this into honey. Luckily, the modded beehives make enough for a candle. This goes in here. Is this still going? It is still going, but everything has been emptied in here. Alright, let's turn this off because that's taking power. That should mean that the elf hammers have more. Oh, I picked it up. Why did I pick it up? This is gonna have to be reheated. Unless I mix it with this ingot and split the difference in temperature. I didn't let that first ingot get hot enough for it to stay at a working temperature. But we're gonna have to keep adding ingots to this so that it stays hot. That shiver is stuck on the tilled soil. It also looks like it's trying to attack something near the tree. I don't know what's going on there. We should probably go out and fire all of those. I do want to mix this ingot in with the new one. It is dropping in temperature fast. They both mixed, okay. So when we get the next ingot, we're gonna have to get that going immediately. Alright, since it started lighting things on fire. Actually, I don't think I need 3. I think I just needed 2. We need 20 pieces of grass. Go back up, get the next ingot going. Probably eat a piece of pie. Put that back up there. We need to come out here. I'm in there. I came in here to grab planks again. Oh, we have more bronze plates in here. Oh, there's a brass. Never mind. Alright, let's see how in the world we do this. Iron hatch door, right there. Don't tell me I only need 1 ingot. No, I need more. These are just too cold. Now this is a work item. That's also going to be too cold. Why is that shiver in the ground now? Weird things are happening, chat. Alright, we're gonna grab that again. add that to it. Hammer this out. Okay, that should be all that I can use that for right now. These are all ready. Throw the next iron on. And get the rest of these going. I'm getting annoyed with these being in the way. Now I think when I get this done, it should be able to just be placed down immediately, like we don't have to cool it down. Because it is a block, not an item or a tool. Actually, it does need to be cooled down. I'm surprised. Alright, while that's going, come out here and put these in. Start these two, the other fire is ready already. And this, I can start a little fire thing if it wants. And I don't have a thing for that. Alright, I can make 4 more bricks. Gets me a little bit closer having the Beehive Kiln go on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only need 3 more. Does this look like it's not getting hot? It is getting hot. Alright, I think... we're gonna go kill that shiver, for sure, because that's making a lot of noise. But then we're also gonna take down some of this stone as we wait. I did grab an extra piece of coal thinking I was gonna need it. Looks like I might not need it. Alright, I need a single piece of medium dirt. Let's take from right here. Just to fill in the hole that I didn't keep a piece of dirt for. Let's grab some path blocks. so that I can get this all settled in. Let's go pick up the ingot that's ready. That's almost ready. By the time we put these path blocks back and come back, it should be ready. Had I had work today, we would probably not be able to finish the Beehive Kiln at all. Because even if I started at the right time, we would be 20 minutes away from ending the stream. Okay, we want this. You can only add in 3 ingots at once. I didn't know that there was a limit. I'm guessing each ingot is 2 voxels in height. Yes, it is. I had a feeling this was ready. And there's our next trapdoor. Let's start the help hammers again. I'm glad that the overlay for this tells you when something is wrong. Can you imagine if we didn't know why it was not working, and we just started using it one day? That would be enough to make me angry with it, and probably not use it ever again. I don't think I'm gonna need another piece of coal, because this is still at a workable temperature. You know what? I should probably prepare a steel hammer. Steel hammer and a steel knife. I think doing 2 ingots is worth enough. We'll get that going after our iron. Alright, I'm gonna come out here and take a layer off of the stone. It shouldn't take too long to take 1 layer off. should also show us the roof more over here. And you know what? While I'm at it, staircase. Make it easy to get up and down. Alright, that's the last iron bloom that we need to turn into this. That can take a few minutes for it to finish out, so I am going to come up here and take out 2 blocks this time. Let's grab the ingot that was just hammered. And come back here and take out even more. Just so we have something to do while we wait. Remove this layer so that we can put dirt down. That's gonna have to be fixed. Alright, this is last bit of iron we need. And this is for our 2 tools. What's the working temperature of steel? About the same as iron. And I do not need stones at all. We have no need for granite. We have too much. And this should be the last one. And then by the time we're done hammering this, our 2 pieces of steel should be ready for us to turn them into tools. And then we also should be close to having all of the refractory bricks done. I don't know how far out we are from having them done, but we should be close. I don't think it's going to be done. Alright, throw this in there. Take both of them out. 1 hammerhead. wooden knife. There it is. Oh. Okay. Put them in there. We're not going to need the steel hammer anytime soon, because this still has 616 durability. I could probably do all of this before it even breaks. You know what? Let me do the math. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 5. We would get down to 355 just doing... Actually, we won't even do that. This is all done by Health Hammer. What am I thinking? We just need to turn all those into plates. So let's come over here. We're going to need like a stack of dirt. Didn't mean to grab a stack of sticks. I'm going to just get 2. They look so similar in color. I didn't think I made the right one. This... I'm gonna go there for now. No, it's not, because I'm gonna forget that I have it. Alright, let's put them both in here. Okay, now we should just be waiting for this to be done in another 8 minutes. There's a Malamar in chat if anyone wants a Pokemon that had a gimmick. Inkay and Malamar come from the same game. Inkay evolves into Malamar, and it was one of the last DS games. And the whole thing you had to do was, one, get it to a certain level. You had to get Inkay to a certain level. But then when it was ready to evolve, you had to turn your console upside down. So you had to take the whole DS and flip it upside down at the time that it would evolve. And that's the only way that it would evolve. They're both squids. I'm not sure with the Nintendo Switch if you have to turn it upside down. I think they still kept that gimmick. I just haven't evolved it. In the game that I'm currently playing, where you can actually catch Inkay, being Pokemon Shield and Sword, I was able to catch a Malamar. I didn't have to evolve anything into Malamar. So I don't know if the gimmick is still standing. I am also thinking about doing some streams where we do some Nintendo Switch Pokemon games, because they did just recently come out with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which were the first Game Boy Advanced SP games, and the first game that I ever played with Pokemon in it. I still have Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I can still play it on the Game Boy, but I don't think you can use a game capture card on a Game Boy. Oh, that definitely looks a lot more cool. And it doesn't matter how you place it down, because it goes only one way. Can I get in here? There we go. So if I show it again, we only need those 3 bricks, which needs 16 bricks. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 bricks left over, which can be put towards the other building. It's not really a loss. Which begs the point that I should have just did 24 bricks. Because in that way we wouldn't be wasting the extra items that are used to make the same amount. Alright, so what I think we're going to do right now is go looking for things to increase this. So we need both Olivine and Titanium. The Titanium is going to be the thing that is harder for us to find. The Olivine, we just have to mine it. Let's come in here. I don't remember how we were doing it before. But I know that this ore node is pretty large. Oh, and it goes down a layer. How nice. We don't really need a whole stack, but I'm gonna grab some for later. I think we'll just go until I dig out this whole line to this point. I should probably also make a walkway here. So we're actually gonna go 4 blocks, because I like to make a 2-block wide walkway so I'm not hitting into things. Or running into things, I mean. Why do I hear fire? You guys can hear it, I think. There's the noise of a fire, but I'm not near the pit kilns anymore, so I don't know why I still... It's not YouTube, because that's completely silent. It was YouTube. Oh my, it just changed videos. Wow. Okay. That whole time I thought it wasn't a video. I was looking at the wrong audio file playing. Since that goes in, let's go this. I wonder if there's a way for me to reorganize the audio mixer. Because I don't really need Firebot to be the first audio file that I can see. I kind of want the microphone to be the first, and then the video game being second. And then I guess YouTube would be the third one, with Firebot being the last. Alright, we finally broke through to the other side. I didn't even notice how close we were getting. And these are a bunch of rocks from the last. What is this? Oh, rice. Okay, I must have ran out of space. Okay, so how... Okay. This is how I'll know when we reach the end. There we go. That squares it off with this wall. So that's how I'll know in the future how much we need to dig out. And right now, this is going to be my rock dump. Actually, no, it's not. We can use peridotite or something, probably. Throw all that up there. Bring our armor back down. And we're going to go straight into prospecting for titanium. Because I don't think we spent 8 minutes yet. Now, with the stuff that's still out here, I don't think any of this has updated the fact that we took out titanium. So I think we should prospect a little bit before we do anything. Like right here. That's not prospecting. That's also not the right thing. There we go. We need to take samples first. Oh, that wasn't far enough away. That should be. Yep. And then right here. This should be a brand new node. There is the good coal over here. Bituminous coal. That has fire clay. There's also borax and sulfur nearby. Hematite is iron. Don't go away. What are you doing? Galena is lead. I forget what lignite is. I think that's what we're looking for. Lignite is something important that we've been using. Ilmenite is actually what we're looking for. Sphalerite, I think, is zinc. Yeah, sphalerite is zinc. Lignite. Lignite is coal. It's brown coal. Yeah. So we have both brown and black coal nearby. We have lead, iron. We have borax and sulfur. I don't think we need borax, but the sulfur could be useful for making more of the sturdy leather. I think that's what we were using for sturdy leather. Alright, well, since we still got a hit on titanium being out here, I think we're still good. Now, I am going to go further... I need to go further that way. We might have to do some digging to prospect where I want to go. Let's go in the right direction. Oh, this is going the opposite. That almost went the right direction. And this is going further away. Oh, okay. But I do see that there's a zinc node here. Was it above me then? Oh. No, there definitely was a zinc node, I just didn't get rid of it. Oh, that was silver. Silver has an ore? Oh, is this all quartz? This is probably a quartz mine at some point. I don't remember how to get out of here. There is a way up right here. Oh no! I thought I was gonna get hurt. Okay, so luckily there is more titanium to find out here. Here's a ruin. I think we went in here already. Oh, books. Sometimes there's books you can take. That doesn't have any. Should we pick up all the wood from this? I don't know. I'm gonna say no for now. This is not the way out. I see where I went. So there's no cave. Oh, this goes to the direction I was trying to get to. Nope, it just brings us back to the original. Okay, let's go here first. Maybe it puts the chunk where you first did it. I really think that this sword is losing its attack tier as it's getting used. Where's the boat on? See you. There you go. Okay, I did not pay attention to how much stuff is over here. So if I look at it again, looks like it's a little less over there. So what I think we're gonna do is create, no, we already have a water tunnel. We're going to use the other type of prospecting thing to see if there's any nodes right here. Lignite, that's brown coal. Hello. How did you get in here? You weren't supposed to be able to get here. Two, three, four, five, six. I think our prospecting trick goes 8 blocks. Still saying trace amounts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No node. Seven, 8. I think from here I'll start going 8 blocks. Large amounts of quartz, small amounts of bismuth, and silver and quartz. Oh, there's the quartz. That was also the 8th block. Huge amount of quartz, small bismuth. I'm gonna dig in here just so I can see what I'm doing. So if I do, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should have been the prospecting pick. So this has just sphalerite. I'm gonna mine this out just in case there is some silver. Yep, right there. We care less about the quartz because we have enough quartz. I also don't know if we're gonna find any tin right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sphalerite. Oh. Sphalerite is zinc. We could go looking for zinc, but I don't think we need to. 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have been a prospect to pick. Ilmenite, small amounts. We're getting closer to some more tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Large amounts now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very large amounts. Alright, I am going to put that there so I know where large amount or very large was. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Medium amounts. Okay, so we definitely have to be up here. Luckily now I have a place to chuck all the stones I don't need, so let's put all the peridotite down there. And all this granite, we don't need any of that. And I'm gonna first dig out like this. Okay, first thing is to go one direction and see if you get any further away or closer to it. It's 3, 4, there it is! I didn't even have to go very far. Alright, so with this being a very high amount, we should have a decent amount here. So there should be enough to do all the refractory bricks that I need. That didn't take too long. I think it's because of the world setting that I chose. Or the game mode, I guess it would be. I think prospecting is usually supposed to take longer. We've been getting a little too lucky. There's apparently a cave nearby. If I dig into it, I'm going to explore it. But this is a relatively small circle here, unless there's something here. No. This is a very small deposit. Going off to the noises, it looks like this way is the cave. Okay, there's back to the entrance. Yeah, this is a small deposit. It should be enough for what we need, though. Even if we don't get everything crushed. Alright, I kind of want to know where that cave is. As far as I know, it's this way. Maybe not. Maybe it's this way? It could be above and below us also. But that boat's horn seemed very close by. Alright, we're gonna ignore that. I should, however, check one more time before we leave. Ilmenite trace amount, so there's a small amount hidden in the walls somewhere. Oh, there's a little bit. There's a little bit. So it's always worth checking before you leave for something that is more of a rare item. And there's some right here. That should be all of it, though, at this point. Still says trace amounts, so there's still a small amount over here. But that is all of it in this area. Oh wait, that last one said it found small amounts of bismuth in that area. We might be able to find some bismuth. Node nearby now. So bismuth is somewhere over here. What if I go this direction? Small amounts of bismuth. Okay, so it could be this way. Also, I'm getting hungry. Titanium we have is probably enough for what we need. Let's try one more prospect. We're gonna try hunting down this bismuth. Trace amounts. Okay, so it was over here. Let's try going down more. Still small amounts, so we're, I think, going in the right direction. I do want to stay roughly in the same area, so I'm going to go backwards now. And we'll make this the last one. No ore nearby. So it could be up rather than down. It could also be like a diagonal from where we are, but it should say that we're getting closer to it. Regardless. Trace amounts up here, so it's definitely in this area. I just don't know which way. Let's go diagonally this way, see if we get any closer to it. ilmenite, medium amounts. We're getting closer to more titanium? Well, if that's the case... we'll forget about bismuth for right now. Large amounts, okay. Oops, didn't mean to open the inventory. This is where we were just now. Wait a second. Did this also say large amounts? No, it says medium amounts. Large amounts is over here. I don't remember where we were, so let's try this way as well. Very large amounts. That was right here. Still saying very large amounts. We're looking for it to say something smaller. Whoops, meant to break that with the processing pick. Medium amounts. Okay, so it's somewhere over here. Let's go like right in the middle. There is a Clang in chat. Clang is one of my favorites from the Gen 5 Pokemon games, being Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. I like the fact that it's just a bunch of gears. Hello. Can I? Okay, there we go. I don't remember if I did the prospecting pick or not. Still very large. So he must be somewhere nearby the titanium. I should probably go like this to mark where the last time I saw very large was. I had a feeling it'd be okay, so it's somewhere over in this general area. Let's go this way a bunch and see if we get further away from it. And then we'll start going vertical where I dug into the floor in the other hallway. Trace mats. Okay, it is over here as I was expecting, or suspecting, I mean. Nothing visible directly below us. What about directly above us? Nothing that I can see. Okay, let's use some water. Because we're gonna have to come down here and prospect in a little bit. Go right here and prospect. We're looking for very large amounts. No node whatsoever. Okay, so it's probably up more? Hey, it's right there! Look at that! I was not expecting it to be right there. Okay, I am stuck. It looks like we dug right into the middle of the node. So I'm just gonna quickly go around here. And then make sure that we didn't drop anything down here. We did drop some titanium down here. Did I get the titanium? Can't tell if I did. I did, because that just picked up more stone. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is chuck more stone down there. And then we'll get this titanium taken care of. And this is probably all the titanium that we're ever gonna need. I don't think we're gonna be making much more tier 3 bricks after digging out all this. Especially with this being medium quality. I don't remember what the other quality was. Oh, that gave us 2 different things. So we got a bigger chunk as well. Okay, this looks a little too straight cut here. It is too straight cut. Look at that. Oh, it just keeps going over here. Is that actually the last one? Seems like it. It did follow the curve of the node up here. I thought that was a little too straight. Apparently it's not. This definitely is. Yeah, there was no way that that wasn't on a different level. There's quite a bit up here. Oh, I can't pick it up. How did I not pick that up? Okay, this looks like it's too straight. Apparently it's the fine. Okay, how thick is this block? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this is another 4 here. And aside from these 2 pieces here, I should be able to grab everything from outside. Alright! We have 3 full stacks of ilmenite. Plus 1. I want to make sure that I grabbed everything off the ground. I did there. Take this back down. And find our way out of here. I think it's this way where the drifter is. He died and immediately went downwards. Alright, if we want to, we can come back for bismuth, but we don't need it. We should have to go up to get out of here. If I remember correctly, we went down pretty far. Let's use this. It's taking a little too long. Do we swim as fast as that goes up? No, we do not. This is where we found the quartz, so I would need to put some dirt there if we wanted to use the raft to get up. And here we go. Now that does go all the way to the surface, but we don't need to go all the way up. We just need to go to here. Alright, let's take our spoils back to the blacksmith. Before we do that, actually we do need to empty our inventory before we do anything else. Store that in there. Olivine as well. We need to break the titanium before we put it in there, because we will lose items if we do not. That's titanium. That's the silver I was looking for. The rest is going to go downstairs. That all goes in there. We don't need a lot of ilmenite. Actually, we kind of do need a lot of ilmenite. That is crushed chromite. That's always going to be in there now. Oh, I had another little bit. I'm going to keep that big chunk. Because I think it'd be cool to have. It's like a display thing. So I will keep that in here with the copper. Alright, this is definitely done. So we can use all of this to make a bunch of bricks. Why did that only make 4? Oh, because I only need 3. Right. I forgot that we placed down the other bricks. So that should be everything. Yeah. Now, it said something about us being able to put shelves in there. Let's put a staircase down here to get in here. Because we need to fill this entire spot that I'm standing in the middle of with a form of fuel. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do once I have this actually going is fill in the corners for an aesthetic thing. This is charcoal. Let's first use charcoal. I do, however, need to grab... Oh, play quartz on me. I need to grab all of these and find out what they are. Cobblestone slab, we're gonna need this, and we have the hammer on us, we don't need this. We will need this. Alright, let's go get some more slabs. We're gonna need 12 slabs, I think. Where's all the slabs? Oh, they would be down here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. There is a pain point chat if anyone's a water monkey. We have seen the pan trio quite often. I'll fix that. By pan trio, I mean pan porter, pan sage, pan seer. Oh, I didn't put one right there. Dang it. This is just to keep the stuff in its place. I don't know how far I can reach with the chisel, but I'm gonna keep going until I can't. I'm glad that you have to right-click on blocks before the chisel starts working, so you don't accidentally chisel in the wrong block. Okay, now we start going in here. That should allow us to walk past. Yes, it does. For some reason, putting these as chisel blocks brought in a lot of light. So I guess the slabs block light. Either that or it's becoming brighter outside, but I'm pretty sure it's getting close to nighttime. Yeah, it's definitely the slabs blocking light. Okay, now it didn't say how much I need. It just said that I needed to put coal in every spot, and I think what I'm gonna do is something like this. So that I can reach everything at least once. That's probably a good enough start. I don't think it's gonna win any trophies, but that's probably a good start. Come in here. We do almost have enough chromite or lignite. I do need to switch this around though so that we can get the olivine that we need. I put this in there, that'll keep track of that, and then I can start making this. So that says tier 1. Add olivine. Tier 2. Add ilmenite. Tier 3. And it doesn't matter which order you place them in, as long as it has all the ingredients. Alright, only 7 more pieces to go before we have all the olivine we need. No, only 6. And hopefully the quartz that I crushed was not clear quartz like this here. Otherwise that would have been a waste. Okay. That, if I'm correct, should be all of the bricks that I need for another steel making building. This looks like I could use a torch or something. Let's move this to here. Let's brighten up the area a little bit. And now in here, I should be able to go like this. Oh, didn't mean to go there. I don't know how much I am placing in here. 8, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay, I'm doing 24 per block. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit on everything. Well, let's hope that this all works. So I'm gonna take this torch down and light this and hope that everything starts working. Oh, it's working. I don't know how to tell when it's done, though. It says firing for the duration that it's been going, but not for the duration that it needs to go for. So I don't know. Can you stay open? Do I need to press control to keep you open? I guess I can't keep that open. This at least let me see what's inside. I don't know what temperature that has to get to in order for it to be in there. And you should be able to put everything that requires a pit kiln in this. Alright, so let's start planning out this building. I actually can't plan out anything without some amount of blocks. Trying to think of what I'm gonna do. I have no idea, but for what we're gonna do for now is we're gonna come up here and finally finish the roof, if I'm lucky. So I want to bring the roof down to where this window is. I think that's a good ending point. Well, if I... So that would be the fourth stairs. Actually, can't tell where the fourth one is. There we go. That also includes this. Well, didn't mean to fall. Let's also grab the roof, the ridges, I mean. Get rid of all of this. There's a little bit on that roof there. I should be able to grab that from the ground level. Okay. We don't need holes up here. I do want more slabs so that I can go like this. Where would the middle be? Probably right here. Oh, that's right. This is gonna have to be pointed roof. Can I go in a block each and put a slab and it looks more of a slope? So I go here and then stair and then slab. And then stair again. That brought it in a few blocks. So slab, stair, slab, stair, slab. If I brought it in even more, if I put a slab here, Then stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab. I don't know if this is getting any better. Let's go grab more slabs. Okay, I did pick that up. Let's make sure I didn't leave any on the outside of this door. I don't see any. Okay. Check on this. Looks like we went through all of the Olivine. We're going through all of the Ilmenite now. Let's go grab a bunch of slabs. I'll grab a couple more stairs while I'm at it. So we would have a slab here. I don't know if this is gonna work out. So this was stair, slab, stair, slab, stair? No, it was this way. Okay, that is a peak. I kind of like it. It does save on using these as well. I don't know how they're going to translate with the slabs though. That Shiver tried coming up here. How are you guys getting? Oh, the staircase. No, I think the Shiver's coming up here. Oh, it was trying. Alright, let me check in on this stuff. Whoa. That stuff is hot, hot. Alright, I came in here for roof sections like this. I think that's all the roof sections we have. So let's go see what these roof pieces look like next to each other. These are going to keep scaring me if I don't get rid of them. I have this in my inventory. Or I did. Alright, if I put a slab here and then a roof next to it, it does look weird. So the stairs can't be on the same level as the slab. That staircase just went down. So we could do a stair first. No, because even that's not gonna... It's not gonna look right. Maybe that's what I want to go for. That's definitely what I'm going for. So we don't need slabs at all. But for right here. Oh, that's the wrong spot. Wanted to go one back. Okay. Whoops. I had a feeling this was directional. Come on. Okay, or we can do that. Ah, they don't face the same direction. Is that a thing? Does it do that no matter which way I look? I mean, we're not gonna see it from down below, but that annoys me. Just knowing that it's up here and not being the same direction. Does it look better if I do it this way? Can I place it the right way? What's going on? There we go. I mean, it does, but it's not really needed to be that way. I have a feeling I'm gonna keep messing up that placement. Should have left that there. Alright, that is the correct way. Now we should have enough of the slanted roofs to get all the way up to the top. We might even have enough for all of this. That drifter's stuck down there now. Alright, we do have enough for that. Now that over there needs 4 pieces, so I think we're going to save these 4 pieces for that. So what we're going to do for now is just place these in. And then these up here. Hello. Now I'm going gonna end up having to go down here because that, yep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is break this so I can get out. I know this doesn't reach all the way. And we'll place this here instead. Okay, now I do not see anything down there. I don't see anything over here. There's a drifter. I thought there was. It's still getting through it. How is this all doing? Because I have a feeling that's not lit anymore. I don't know how long. Where's the Beehive Kiln? I guess we should Google the time for the Beehive Kiln. Sorry, the Beehive Kiln takes approximately 10.9 in-game hours to complete a full firing circle. 10.9 in-game hours. It's at 3.8. Okay. Let's go grab a bunch of coal. That's all the room I have because I have too much junk in my pocket. How close is this to being out? 65 durability. Okay. I have dirt. I have cobblestone I don't need anymore. In my inventory at least. This is going to be used. Clear quartz goes in here. Steel door I need. This I need. This I need. I need all of that. We don't really need this anymore. This goes here. Rice goes here, I think. Nope, goes here. And all the berries that we had in here. Why is it not going on there? All the rice that we, or all the berries that we had have now fully rotted. Because we waited so long. To me, that's fine. We weren't really focused on doing anything with the berries. And I think I need to use a restroom break, so I will be back in just a few minutes. Alright, chat. I have good news and bad news. Good news is we're going to keep playing for a little bit. Bad news is we're not going to be playing for a very long time. I have a movie and dinner plans. Sorry, checking other things on the computer. I have movie. Why am I getting hit? Where did this guy come from? I have dinner and movie plans in a few minutes shy of an hour from now. So I'm gonna have to leave a little bit earlier than I thought originally. So if I break this, I want 2 pieces of coal in the center so that I can see that once I start piling up coal here. So I can't see over this. I guess that's why people usually chisel this out a little bit thinner than I have it. Let's do that, because that wouldn't take too long. F, I want
this so that we can take off. No, I want this. Okay, I'm gonna place down this here so that I can see stuff. Don't forget, we are going to be doing something aesthetically down here to make this look a little better. I probably should have built this all one block back further so that we weren't seeing the path blocks. I think after I make the steel place, I might move this back a block. It wouldn't take too long. The only issue would be is if we get any of our bricks falling apart, I would have to replace them, which wouldn't take too long since we already have everything for them. And by doing this an extra voxel size smaller, I should be able to see over the stone when I crouch. Yes, I can. I can see enough that I'd be able to place in coal. But I am keeping up with making the middle one the tallest. So that I can see that. Actually, I have an idea. Can I click on the ceiling to place them down? No, I thought I could because it would just place it underneath. Fortunately, it does not work that way. That was all the coal that I brought down. And this is going to have to migrate down here. I'm going to light that and then go grab more. More coal, I mean. We'll put in another stack and then that'll be it. It should immediately light it. Yeah, it immediately lights. Alright, I can no longer see the coal there, which is an issue. Can I stand on this? Yes, I can. That's as high as I can go. So now I just have to look at the sides here. Cool. I'm not going to fill this all the way up. I wanted the middle all the way up because I can't see it afterwards, and I thought if I place in this new next layer we just placed in, that I would again not be able to see the middle. The middle is the highest because I can't see that from a distance. So this is about halfway done. Alright, I think I want to place this in the distance away that I'm going to want it later on. So if I'm going to keep up with this size, we want it one back. Do I want them touching? Probably not, because I want to be able to get in here and open this. So let's do... Yeah, I don't really want to squeeze through these, so let's do 2 blocks. Then this would be the beginning. Just like this? No, that's the inside. We want to go back here.
this would be the door. I could also bring them down a level so I don't have to jump in the block to get into the door. Let's do that as well. This is more of the aesthetic building. So if I go there, then that means all of this has to be brick. The grates would be right here, so that means this is the coal. Because it's the back two, not the whole front. And once we move this coal, we'll dig out the rest for us to figure out where we're going to light it. Okay. So that's pretty much it for that. Trying to think of what else we can do before we raid out, because I think we are actually done. I don't think we're doing anything in here besides, you know, crushing the ilmenite. We do still have a bunch. I could start putting together what we would need. Luckily, we have the most ilmenite. Right now we have enough ilmenite to do 3 more stacks of brick. I don't know what the conversion for the brick is. Let's look it up. It's 1-to-1, so we would be able to make 3 stacks of bricks right now. Once we get, you know, the rest of the stuff. Ilmenite is our limiting factor. So I'm gonna build them in over here. That, then the olivine. And I'm only putting full stacks on purpose. That would go up here for crushed quartz. Oh, we got another full stack, so we can do 4 stacks. No, it's 2 per, so I actually need to go there. We can probably not get another stack. I don't know how much this is going to convert down to, but it doesn't seem like I'm getting a 1-to-1. I don't always get some ilmenite when we crush it. I actually want to know if it's because I don't have 2 caps on. No, I have 2 caps. I don't think we would be hearing the pounding noise if I didn't have 2 caps on it. Okay, so when we come back on Sunday, in 2 days, we're probably going to be getting the berries again, because it looks like all the berries are ready. That, you know, kind of makes sense. The berries did just fully rot, and then the next berry season came. I never noticed that before in previous gameplays. But anyway, do I want to officially say we are within the aesthetic building phase? Because I think we are. The only other stuff I can think of doing is finishing the roof, chiseling the windows, the lanterns in the farm area. We don't have a bighorn pen yet. I do want to redo the chicken coop. I want to make it a little bit bigger. I want to actually make a pig growing area rather than just being in a fenced-in area. We have aesthetic stuff for the farm plots. I want to put fences all around them. The beehives. We've made this once before for steel, so that's not necessarily a new thing. This is more of an aesthetic thing because we don't need it right now. I would only say we need it when we run out of steel. This was the last thing I think we actually needed to make. And then everything else is putting beams. I mean, organizing our storages can be kind of considered not aesthetic. But I don't know, I think this is it. So what we're going to do for our screenshot is take a picture of the Beehive Kiln, of course, because that is what we work towards. We can even see that the coal's underneath lit. And what I think we're going to do, so long as I can, is we're going to save the game. And we're going to go into our round scene.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. EST to 12:30 p.m. EST, and on Sundays from 10 a.m. EST to 2 p.m. EST.